Today, 2 more LEGO Star Wars Ahsoka sets were revealed at San Diego Comic-Con. This, of course, on top of the already amazing Ghost, so I'm going to give you my first reaction to seeing these sets. I am very excited. Unlike the Chewbacca from yesterday, I think this is going to be a good palate cleanser. Oh my goodness. They made an E-Wing! Oh, this is so exciting. This is the New Republic E-Wing versus Shin Hati's Starfighter. 5 minifigs in a $110 set, and we only get 5 minifigs in the gunship for $140. Are you kidding me? Anyway, we have 1,056 pieces in this one. The box art looks very sharp to me, and let's take a closer look at our minifigs here. We have Morgan, Elisabeth. Definitely could have used a print on the legs, but otherwise a very good and accurate looking figure from what I remember. We also have Baylan Skoll, which I think a lot of people were hoping would include an orange lightsaber piece for the first time, because in the trailer he had kind of the orangish hue to his lightsaber, and some people are like, is it red, is it orange? In the LEGO set it is red. And then we have Shin Hati, also has a red lightsaber, which I don't know anything about her character, but cool. We also have Captain Porter. Like his Rebel outfit a lot. That looks really good. The print on the helmet looks really good. And then this might be my favorite new color combo of astromech droid in a while. We have the New Republic astromech droid in this very bright yellow and blue. Kind of reminds me of the City of Boston Red Sox jerseys. Now Shin Hati Starfighter we saw a preview of on the Ghost box, but I didn't realize it was going to be in such a great color scheme. The dark red, yellow, and a little bit of gray mixed in there looks really good together. It creates a bit of a dirty look to the ship, I guess, a rugged look, and I really like it. It looks like we should have a sticker on the cockpit. I highly doubt that's printed, but hey, maybe. Of course, we have stud shooters put onto the side, and then you have a small area in front of the cockpit where you can store her lightsaber underneath the cannons on top. I think that looks pretty cool, and the more I look at it, that might be a print on the front cockpit. I think it is, but I can't tell for sure, so just don't hold your breath there. This is interesting, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the story, but there is a second lightsaber compartment in the back of her Starfighter. So overall, her Starfighter is very nice. Kind of reminds me of the Naboo N1 Starfighter, just some different things in different places, but generally the shape is the same. And next we have the E-Wing, which looks amazing in LEGO. They translated it very nicely here from what I can tell. I am a huge fan of this one with the clean white and blue. There were some rumors kind of on the back end that this would end up being a new X-Wing. Very glad it's not a new X-Wing. It looks so cool as not an X-Wing. Much like the Starfighter behind it, we have stud shooters on the E-Wing. You have the canopy piece for the cockpit, which I assume is the same as what we see on the X-Wing. And then looking at the top-down view, oh, this is very cool. The seat for the pilot can come up, and underneath the seat is where you store his weapon. I don't think I've ever seen this on a Star Wars set before. That is a really cool, because just how much space I guess you have vertically there. They had all that extra space. They decided to put, that's kind of cool, that storage compartment underneath the pilot seat. I like that. Looks like the same printed control piece we've seen 1,000 times, and there's a bunch of sticker details on this one. But hey, maybe the highlight for some of you guys, including myself, this is exciting. Landing gear on this thing that is retractable. Retractable landing gear is not very common with LEGO Star Wars anymore. Even on some of the more expensive, bigger sets, you just don't see it a lot. And so to see it integrated here, this is really cool. I'm sure it's been on more sets, but the last one off the top of my head that I'm pretty sure had a retractable landing gear piece would have been the 2018 X-Wing. So, you know, even if it's not that, it still doesn't happen all too often, and I know it's something people always look to, and they're like, oh, no landing gear. I always see the comments. So, you know, seeing landing gear on this is, I think, going to excite a lot of people, and it looks like it's easily retractable up into the body of the E-Wing there, so that looks really cool. Overall, this looks like a banger set for $110 with 5 minifigs. I think the price is fair. It looks like really good execution on the vehicles, and they look really cool, and the colors pop. It's not gray, so I am very happy with the E-Wing set. Now, the other rumored set was Ahsoka's T-6 Shuttle. Let me see. Hopefully it's... Holy... Ooh. Not white. It looks good. Another, rugged look. I kind of put the other one back there. It's got to be a little smaller. It's definitely a little smaller. This one was rumored to be $70, but I think it's 80. Yeah, so $80 for 600 pieces or 599 pieces. This one has 4 minifigs, and wow, these are some good minifigs. We have Ahsoka, Sabine, Professor Huyang, and Marek. The Ahsoka is using a new Leku headpiece, which is something that a lot of people wanted for this new Ahsoka, and Ahsokas in general, because the one they were using I think was just way too big. This is a phenomenal change. Look at what LEGO Star Wars does when you complain. You also have arm printing on this Ahsoka, and just, yeah, overall a phenomenal figure. This is exactly what she looks like down on the corner of the box, so I'm really happy that that figure translated to be the actual figure that's coming in the sets. Except maybe the lightsaber blades. I almost wish they were white or frosted white. The trans clear here, I don't think translates as well as kind of a white to make it look like it's glowing. So maybe that's something they can change in the future. I don't know why they chose this color in particular, but yeah, the clear looks a little off to me. But yeah, Sabine Wren, another nice figure. This one should have Sabine's helmet in it, if I remember correctly. Let me see if we can get to another picture. So on the back of the box, you can see her complete figure with the helmet. That looks pretty good. And then the Huyang, that head mold is beautiful, love that. And then we also have that Inquisitor type of minifigure or whatever with the double-bladed lightsaber. He looks pretty sharp. Kind of reminds me of one of the Knights of Ren when we were getting Knights of Ren every year a few years ago. So just kind of a little nostalgia there, I guess. But yeah, that's about as perfect of a 4-figure lineup for a set as I feel like you might be able to get. Now this is of course me talking without directly referencing source material, so I haven't done that yet for these. Now to the T-6, much like the other 2 sets we looked at, we have the stud shooters front and center. The cockpit for this thing is notably smaller than the one on the old set behind me. Definitely noticeable with that cockpit piece being the smaller one. The vehicle itself looks so good in this dark red and dark gray color scheme. I think that is a killer color scheme for Ahsoka's T-6 shuttle here. It's just a little bit different than what we saw in 2011 there, and I think that looks really sharp. This one, much like the old one, can spin 360 degrees around the body, which is nice. And this one also, much like the E-Wing, looks like it has some retractable landing gear. It might not be the prettiest landing gear, but it looks like it comes out from like the body of the set and just extends, and so that will keep this set balanced when you place it down on the table. I don't remember balance issues with this older version, but definitely a good thing here to have some extra landing gear included. That's awesome. And then it just looks like there's some mechanical stuff you can have Huyang play around with on the top of the T-6, kind of like Chewbacca would on the Millennium Falcon. I kind of like that. But yeah, if I'm going to point out any big downside for this model compared to the model behind me, it's that you can only fit the one Ahsoka minifig in the cockpit. Otherwise, it looks to be just as good, if not better, than the old one, other than the like downsizing cockpit. I do wish you could fit a second figure in there, but it's understandable given the cockpit piece they used. These sets are up for pre-order, so if you do want to buy them, please use my affiliate link in the description below. I'll get a small percentage of the sale, and it costs you nothing extra. Now, real quick here, yesterday we saw Chewbacca. Obviously, a lot of people didn't love it, but we have more images of it, and it does now include the UCS plaque, or buildable character plaque, that we have seen before. We knew this would be here, we just didn't have it on that front box image, and it does include that same old Chewbacca minifigure. Finally, a lot of people were wondering if this Chewbacca would have cake similar to the one at Disney Springs. He does not. He does not have anything, so maybe no reason to buy the set now. So yeah, that's the Chewbacca. Those are the 3 new LEGO Star Wars sets that have been revealed today, and that leaves the Coruscant Republic gunship and the Venator to go for 2023 with LEGO Star Wars. Let me know what you think about the new Ahsoka sets. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And again, if you want to pre-order them, links in the description below. See ya.